hello, namaste. This is Arun from the Green Channel. Hi friends, hope you are all staying safe. This is me, your Arun from the Green Channel. Welcome back to the Green Channel. So today we have an exciting and exclusive session for beekeeping. బీకీపింగ్ అంటే జనరల్గా మనం ఈ తేనెటీగలు పెంచడం ఇవన్నీ బయట ఎక్కడో పొలాల్లోనో లేకపోతే బయట ఎక్కడో ఓపెన్ ప్లేసుల్లో చేస్తారని మనం అందరూ అనుకుంటాం. కానీ ఇప్పుడు జరుగుతున్నటువంటి ఈ నర్సరీ మేళాలో ఈ బీకీపింగ్ మీద ఒక స్పెషల్లీ ఒక స్టాల్ ఉంది. సో మనకి అక్కడ ఉన్నటువంటి స్టాల్లో ఉన్నటువంటి ఇందిరా రెడ్డి గారు మనకి టైం ఇవ్వడం జరిగింది. వీ హ్యాడ్ అన్ ఎక్స్క్లూజివ్ సెషన్ టాకింగ్ టు హర్ అబౌట్ దిస్ బీకీపింగ్. ఒక బీకీపింగ్ అన్నప్పుడు నాట్ ఓన్లీ దట్ వి గెట్ హనీ, దాంతోపాటు ఎన్నో రకాల ప్రోడక్ట్స్. సో ఈ తేనెటీగల్ని మనం పెంచడం వల్ల ఒక్క తేనె కాకుండా తేనెతో పాటు ఎన్నో రకాలైనటువంటి ప్రోడక్ట్స్ మనకి రావడం జరుగుతుంది. అట్లా వచ్చినప్పుడు వాటిలో ఎలాంటి న్యూట్రిషన్ వాల్యూస్ ఉన్నాయి, అసలు ఈ తేనెటీగల్ని ఎక్కడ పెంచవచ్చు, బయట అవుట్డోర్స్లోనే పెంచాలా లేదంటే మన టెర్రస్ గార్డెన్స్ మీద కూడా పెంచుకోవచ్చా, ఇట్లాంటి ఎన్నో రకాల క్వశ్చన్స్ మనం ఆవిడని అడగడం జరిగింది. మనకి ఆన్సర్స్ కూడా తెలిసినాయి. దాంతోపాటు దెర్ ఆర్ సో మెనీ ఇంట్రెస్టింగ్ ఫ్యాక్ట్స్. బీస్ అసలు అవి కుడితే మనకి ఎట్లా ఉంటుంది, మనకి ఏంటి పరిస్థితి, అది మనకేమన్నా హాని జరుగుతుందా లేకపోతే దానికి ఏమన్నా హాని జరుగుతుందా, ఇలాంటివన్నీ డీటెయిల్స్ అన్నీ వీడియోలో చాలా డీటెయిల్డ్గా మేడం ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేశారు. సో మిస్ అవ్వకుండా వీడియోని పూర్తిగా చూడండి. అండ్ దాంట్లో ఎన్నో రకాల డీటెయిల్స్ ఉన్నాయి. ఎలాంటి ప్రోడక్ట్స్కి ఎంతెంత న్యూట్రిషన్ వాల్యూస్ ఉంటాయి, మన కంట్రీస్ వర్సెస్ వేరే కంట్రీస్లో ఎట్లా యూసేజ్ ఉంది, సో ఇలాంటి డీటెయిల్స్ అన్నీ. అండ్ తర్వాత మనం ఇలాంటివి టెర్రస్ గార్డెన్లో మనం పెంచుకోవాలి అంటే ఏం చేయాలి, మనం ఒక ఏదైనా బాక్స్ డైరెక్ట్గా వెళ్ళి ఒక బాక్స్ కొనుక్కొచ్చి పైన పెట్టేసుకోవచ్చా, లేకపోతే ఈజ్ దేర్ ఎనీ ప్రీ రిక్వజిట్ అంటే దానికి ఏదైనా మనం ముందుగా తయారు చేసుకోవాలా, ఎలాంటివి మనం దాంట్లో ట్రైనింగ్ తీసుకోవాలి, ఆ ట్రైనింగ్స్ ఎక్కడ దొరుకుతాయి, ఎవరిస్తారు, ఇలాంటి అన్ని డీటెయిల్స్. ఆ డీటెయిల్స్తో పాటుగా వీళ్ళ ఆ ప్రోడక్ట్ వాళ్ళ కంపెనీ పేరు రితికా ఇన్నోవేషన్స్ లిమిటెడ్, రితికా ఇన్నోవేషన్స్ ప్రైవేట్ లిమిటెడ్, దానికి డైరెక్టర్ ఇందిరా రెడ్డి గారు, ఆమెనే మనకి సెషన్ ఇస్తున్నారు. సో డీటెయిల్డ్ సెషన్ ఇన్ ది మేళా. అండ్ ఈ మేళా ఈజ్ దేర్ టిల్ 23rd August. సో అప్పటి వరకు ఆ స్టాల్ ఉంటుంది. మీరు కావాలంటే ఈ లోపు వెళ్ళి ఆమెను డైరెక్ట్గా కలవచ్చు, లేదంటే ఈ వీడియో ద్వారా మీరు ఆమెని అప్రోచ్ అవ్వచ్చు. సో మన ఛానల్ నుంచి వచ్చారని చెప్పి మేబీ యూ కెన్ టాక్ టు దెమ్ అండ్ గెట్ దోస్ ట్రైనింగ్స్ డన్. అండ్ మన టెర్రస్ గార్డెన్స్లోనే ఇలాంటి బీస్ని మనం పెంచుకోవచ్చు. సో ఇలా ఎన్నో ఎక్సైటింగ్ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్స్ ఉన్నటువంటి ఈ ఫుల్ ఫ్లెడ్జ్డ్ ఎక్స్క్లూజివ్ బీ కీపింగ్ అండ్ హనీ బేస్డ్ ప్రోడక్ట్స్, హనీ బీ బేస్డ్ ప్రోడక్ట్స్, అవన్నీ డీటెయిల్స్ చూద్దామా మరి? లెట్స్ గెట్ ఇన్ టు ద సెషన్.
So this is the top cover and this is inner cover and this is called super chamber.
Okay.
Super chamber means when bees are full here, they come up, and when we put a queen extruder, then the bees don't go up and we collect only honey on the top chamber. So this is a lower chamber. So once this is full, then we put a queen extruder so that queen will be down and it lays eggs in the below chamber, and worker bees can come up. They collect the honey and they carry only the honey here. So we can even extract as a honeycomb. That is also very nutritious, and it like along with the wax it will be there, it will be like chewable. So that is one advantage. And honey, along with honey we also have other byproducts like pollen. Pollen is puppodi antamu. So pollen is every flower will have a female and male. So in that they with the color, taste, shape, they attract the pollinators. So in that time the bees and butterflies, insects, birds, everything they get attracted. But among 100 crops, 90% of the crops need pollination. In that 80 to 90% only bees does, because of its morphology. You can see how they collect the pollen, because in it, on its body there will be about 3 million hair and it has static. So when it sits on one flower to another flower, within one flower there will be male and female. So they cannot move on their own. So what they do is these flowers, when they are carrying this pollen from one flower to another or one side to other side, so it carries from male anther to female stigma. So in that way it pollination occurs. Otherwise when we see on a mango tree, about 1 million flowers will be there, but at the end we barely get 1000 fruit. But when bees are there around, more bees, then we will get to see that 2 to 3,000 increase in production yield also. But due to lack of pollination, they dry and they fall off. So now because they are endangered and we need it in millions and we have only in hundreds, so we have to conserve them. And if you see any in the colonies, you must be seeing in the summer, you will see lot of beehives on your terrace or trees. Please save them, don't destroy and don't extract it in a crude manner where it will be having its own larva, pupa in that. So because this is their hive, this is their home. So we do not see them, it is not hygienic also. And if we leave them like that, at least they pollinate your plants. So because of lack of pollination, when the flower falls off, our yield will be gradually decreased a lot. So we'll preserve it, and we can have like this an apiary. This is called apiary, where we keep the bees. Apis means bees. So we can have a apiary on our own. In our orchards, wherever we have flowering, we keep migrating 3 to 4 times, like in sunflower in Sangareddy, Ajwain in Vikarabad, in Nalgonda we have sweet lime, in Dehradun we have lychee. So we keep migrating. So in that way we get the pure honey and raw honey. In honey also we will have processed honey and raw honey. Processed means there's one plant we have seen in IBDC in north, where they heat it in 65 degrees. So when we heat the honey, its medicinal values deteriorate, as well as that pollen content and wax they extract, they remove it. Okay. So what we get is not that nutritious. But what we do is we only sun dry them to see that moist reduces, so that its shelf life increases. So that is how we pack them in the bottles. Okay. We should never pack it in the plastic bottles, because the chances of getting spoiled and that plastic chemical properties might come, it can become poison also. Always have it in a glass jar. So this is one. And this is pollen, protein for the bees, and carbohydrates will be honey. So protein, how they are collecting for the baby's feed. So we collect it by placing this pollen trap in front of the beehive. You can see an entrance here. So when they are passing inside, then you can see here on the body when it is covering, and there will be pollen sac on the hind legs, on the backside legs. So when it is passing, they'll form like granules. So when they are going inside, they'll be trapped here. Oh, okay. So this is called pollen. We can even taste it. Oh, is it? So this is most super food, we can say. Like it has 28 vitamins, minerals, and it cleanses your liver, indigestion, immune system, even immune system disorder. So like that multivitamin, like you can take 1/4 spoon of pollen and with honey.
Yeah. I can sense that. And I come from a village where I have that, not like the wax that comes along with that.
Yes, wax, pollen will be there. So because pollen will be protein, which has 28 vitamins, and honey also naturally we should take it on regular basis, not just as a medicine. But because when you compare to other countries, we barely eat 8.4 grams. When compared to US or Germany, they eat 1 kg 800 grams, 1 kg 2 kgs also, and Asia 600 grams. But our country consumption is very less. So we have to consume.
So many natural resources we consume.
Yeah, because even fruits and vegetables, they are using a lot of pesticides, and even the fruits and vegetables also they contain that. But this way, when we have it on natural crops or forests nearby, so honey and these products little bit better than those foods. So 15 kgs of food is equal to 1 spoon of pollen. Usually athletes and all they take, and we eat only 1 spoon of honey and this, and we whole day we work in the hot sun with the bees. So we never get tired or fatigued, and we don't feel hungry. And since 1 year I am practicing this, and I never fall neither cold, cough, because even that sting venom also is good, like immune system disorder, arthritis.
That was my next question. If you have to put it in terrace garden, so will those things give harm to the generally మనం తేనెటీగలు కుడతాయి అంటే
అవి అక్కడ ఉన్నాయి చూడండి, అవి ఏమనో పాపం వాటి మాన వెళ్ళి ఫుడ్ తెచ్చుకుంటున్నాయి, మనం ఏమైనా చేస్తున్నాయా? ఇవి రేరింగ్ కి ఇది బాగా పనికొస్తాయి. రాక్ బీస్ అంటే అవి వి కెనాట్ రేర్ దెమ్.
ఎప్పుడు కుడతాయి అంటే అవి మేజర్ గా మనం దాని హాని చేస్తున్నాం అని తెలిసినప్పుడు,
దట్ ఈస్ ఓన్లీ సెల్ఫ్ డిఫెన్స్, అండ్ దట్ ఈస్ అ సూసైడల్ అటాక్, because sting is attached to its intestine. When it is stinging, that intestine comes out and dies. So no one wants to die, right? So that is there to protect themselves. So when we are in our own way, not harming them, they feel secure, then they don't do anything. And we also work without gloves, veil. Otherwise, if they are too wild sometimes, so we use these things like this is a veil to protect our face, right? So these some tools where they, it will be very tight because they collect the propolis from plants and leaves for their own hygiene. Because when they fall sick, they bring the propolis. We also use it in many medicinal things. We are importing now in kgs with for 1 gram 10,000 rupees. So it is antifungal, antibacterial, anti-cancer. We are using in toothpaste. We are using for cancer, skin as a tincture, shampoo, oils. So many benefits are there. So that all one by one we are doing. Now we are doing honey, pollen and wax. So next will be like propolis. So then we are also giving trainings. So and royal jelly is another one. It's like a superfood. Infertility problems or cells rejuvenation, and you will feel young and energetic. Vitamin D, B12, B6, many vitamins will be there because in one beehive only one queen will be there, and its life is 2 to 4 years, and worker bee's life is only 20 to 40 days. And queen bee per day 500 to 2000 eggs it lays because of the food it is eating. And that royal jelly, it's like a mother's milk where they secrete from their glands in the third stage, like 0 to 3 they clean, next stage they secrete royal jelly, then wax, like that according to their age they secrete that, they do their work, they divide their work, division of work will be done according to their age. So queen, because it is fed throughout life the royal jelly which is from their own glands, so that is most precious and most nutritious. So this is how, like when we are rearing a queen, we extract the royal jelly also. So this is how, like when we just put little bit of honey, then distilled water and little bit of for the smell royal jelly. So they attract and every day they start feed one egg or larva, 3 days larva we put it here. So royal jelly also we are extracting. So that in capsules form we are doing, because within 1 hour we have to preserve it. Then otherwise we have to drain them and dehydrate it and put it in a capsule. So you can see how many products we are getting, and it is our responsibility to save them, and we have to improve them, because you can see honey, and honey also wherever flowering is there we migrate. Now in this season eucalyptus honey we get, next ajwain we get, then actually March, April we get lychee, then now October, November we get sweet lime. So like that and we get medicinal values also according to the flowering source. So many, almost 6. Even venom is good for health, royal jelly, then propolis is there which they bring it for their own nursing and also to keep themselves warm. And we can see wax we use it in cosmetics, lipsticks, food wraps. So that also has a 40, almost everything has a multivitamin superfood, we get it from the beehive, and majorly pollination. If no pollination, no food, then future we have to eat synthetic food. Because
is there any specific type of this honey bee? Is it same?
Yes, we have 4 types of bees, but for rearing we have Serena indica, and this is Italian bees, Mellifera bees. Other bees like rock bees, they are so long, you find them on the trees. They cannot be reared because their comb structure is like a fan. It will be like that, and they'll try to live in an open place, and it needs light.
Okay.
And whereas other bees, they like to live in completely dark. So only these 2 bees, Serena indica and this 2, we can domesticate them. But these are more successful for a large scale. That one will be like in their lifetime only barely 1/12 spoon it takes. But that has more medicinal values, they say, because of their, actually they collect nectar. And by adding their enzymes only it gets its properties. So that is more pure, and it gets that properties by its own, because from their own glands they are excreting, they are mixing these enzymes, that honey gets that property, then it is secreting its royal jelly, then wax, all this we get it from its body. Then from flowers we get pollen and nectar, and from other leaves and branches we get propolis. So all that they do.
Right. So one more question, madam. So if we are planning for this in more terrace gardens, because these days we have a lot of terrace gardens.
Yes.
If anybody would like to do this, anything specific message for the terrace gardeners
Yes.
to arrange this?
First thing is, first they have to attend the training. There'll be like 3 days training which I give it in Hyderabad, and they'll also have a hands-on experience on how to observe the high egg, larva, pupa stage, and if there is no food like the earth period, so when they forage. So all like basics we will teach. If there are any disease like wax moth or varroa mites, so how to protect themselves, so how to manage in the unseason. So all that we teach.
Okay.
And because on terrace we don't get much flowering, so how to manage those, because we are more concentrating on the yield,
Right.
not on honey. But if your terrace garden is somewhere near to the mountains or forest area, you will definitely can collect honey also.
Right.
So they can attend the training, and they can have 1 or 2 beehives, and that management they can learn in the training. They can definitely have for the pollination.
Sure. So as I said, I come from a channel, so I'd like to give any details with your name and.
Yes. This is because I am an NGO, and also we have Ritika Innovations Private Limited.
Okay.
In Sacred Honey, I took out my brand. So first beekeeper you can say, and who not only not just selling the honey, but my intention is to save the bees and to give trainings so that many, because we have scope for at least 1 lakh employment in that directly and indirectly. So when we train, we need some trainers. When we need to supply the beehives, we need some suppliers for this. We need the CF sheets. We can have one employment for that. So many people can export also in, so like that many, and some can do reselling. Or related activities. Yeah, because as it is increasing, related products. So directly, indirectly, we can have at least 1 lakh employment in this. So more and more beekeepers should come forward as a hobby, as a professional. For that, you don't have to have your own land. If you identify the crop, and also more importantly, we have to diversify the crop. Like how we don't eat only rice. How we need a balanced diet. We think nuts we eat milk, we have fruits, vegetables. So like that, if we are able to provide them also with diversifying the crops, integrating the crops, then when they also get the nutritious food, they can protect themselves from pesticides and other climatic changes. And you can see the cell towers, you can see harmful everywhere. Right. So they can protect themselves if we stop pesticides use. And we have nice farmers. We have in Bihar a person without using anything, his yield is very good, and is also exporting. But our exports are not there because we are using the pesticides, and organic tests we fail. And most of us, we are only growing 80% only cotton or paddy, which does not require pollination. Rice, wheat, corn, soya, canola, these don't need, because some are GMOs and these are other self-pollinators, they don't require. So, but if we have to diversify, because we need oil, we need nuts, we need fruits, we need vegetables. So, our Deccan, Telangana is a horticulture land where more and more orchards has to be developed, and more like sunflower or sesame or kusumalu, our own ancient oil seeds, if they come up with those, we are able to get that. There's a lot of demand for that, and also honey. Right. So like that, just depending on, instead of rice, we can diversify the crop. That is my message to all the farmers, because we are mostly, because water is available and current is free, and for that if we have only one crop, the soil also degrades its fertility, and the natural pollinators don't get the nutritious food, so they also extinct. So we have to see that diversifying the crops is required, and we have to save the bees. And if any hives in the colony, if you find, please save them. They are not harmful until then, unless you put your finger in that and just leave them alone, and we can have a apiary like this, and we can extract natural honey from that. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Welcome.